Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's your rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend homie. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Throwing Jones. And his first pass is incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They run for it with Harris, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Haskins. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet.
Touchdown! Chase Claypool, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
From the 27, Jones got a man open. That's Harry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On the jet sweep, here's Harry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, it's brought in by Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Jones now on 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Jones throw here into the hands of Harry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Off the play fake. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Jones on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Haskins throw pulled in by Tate. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and goal, Haskins. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jones on 3rd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. Stays on his feet. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, 30 yards. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Haskins' throw complete there to Beckham. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They go play action now. Haskins. Complete. It's Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From just shy of midfield, Haskins over the middle to Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They go play action with Haskins. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Duggar. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Haskins. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Haskins. And the catch made by Johnson. He finds some open field here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins rolling to his right, completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Caught on the slant. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too, converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's a touchdown. Oh, there's a flag down. They're already walking this one back. This one's not going to stand. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He completes it to Tate. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Auden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now Jones.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
They're going to try and throw.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception.
Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, and they go back to Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Auden Tate, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing, Jones. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith.
Second down and 3.
Back to throw. Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Back to throw again. And this one complete to Smith. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Patriots. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd down now, it's Stevenson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Quick slant here to Smith. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously to take it, but we'll take it with him. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On play action, Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.